Alright, my YouTube people, we're back with another one. As you see, the time is 7:29. I'm recording just on time. My webinar starts at 7:30, so I'm finna call my people. This is gonna be a quick video. Just show you the depths of my webinars. If you join my Discord, what you get from my Discord, we do webinars every Monday. I'm finna start on Thursdays too. But today, you see, we're going every Monday. I try to have like a little lesson plan. We're going over my top 3. You know what I'm only looking for in trades for the rest of this year. These are the only trades I'm taking. High probability trades that we are finna triple, quadruple this account, quit our job, do what we need to do, you know, trade for a living. And this is how we're gonna get here. This is how we're gonna get here. So see at the top, I got like 4-5 examples we're finna go over. So this is finna be a good lesson plan. And I just want to put this on YouTube for y'all too. You know, even if you're trying to learn, you know, still learning how to trade, this is finna be a good one. So let me go ahead and start this bad boy up. Get on the weekly reviews. And yeah, we're finna start this bad boy up. So we're finna go over the 3 trades or the 3 systems that I just been looking for. I'm not taking any other trade because I've been documenting my trades like the last 3-4 months. And every trade I've lost is because I haven't done one of these. It's been some other stuff. I'm just trying to get an uptrend. But anyway, trend lines, lower highs, higher lows, supply and demand, we know that, and the break and retest. So the 3 trades I took last week all did this. So I'm gonna just give an example of all of them. So we can, this is a trend line trade. It's a trend line. And like I said at the top, this lower highs, the high lows, I'm really paying attention to that. Cause even if you take the trend line away, you can see, you can see it's not making no lower lows. You see it came down here. This was a low, and then it shot up. This low never went lower than that one. This take too long. This shot up. This low never went lower than any of these. So even if you didn't draw a trend line, that's when I took a buy on this one. Okay, I don't like these circles. Delete it. So this next one, I'm expecting it to drop, but not lower than this point here, and I'm expecting it to shoot up. So I took a buy on this one. I took a buy. Let me bring my trend line back too. Erase. I bet. And there go my trend line. You could draw a trend line too, you know, if you see it. But this, we in a 5 minute. Let's go back out. Let's go in the 2-hour time frame. It's been kind of an uptrend too. That's why I was really stuck on buys. It's been up. See, this was the lows. It started making higher highs. This was a high. It dropped. It made a new high. Now it's finna drop, you know, and make a new high. So it's swinging up. That plus the trend line, that's like 2-3 confirmations right there. So I was like, okay, I'm finna take a hard buy when it gets to this trend line. So let's play it. This was a good easy trade. It dropped a little more. I got in at like 8-9 o'clock. Right there. Pause. Ooh, pause. I got in the buy. I didn't get directly on this trend line. I remember that. But anyway, and this is a high probability trade because if it break these lows, you know it's gonna turn up opposite way, and that's just like 7 pips. So 7 pips, and I wanted it. Did I get like 20? I got 28. I remember I got 28 pips. It came to these highs. So let's play it. And this was a winning trade. It was retesting all this. I ain't like that. It took a minute. That was very close. Yeah, I had to hold this one for like 2-3 hours. I got out at like 10-11. All right, bam, I got out. Oh, Paul, stop. Okay, anyway, that's when I got out. I got out like 28 pips. So that was a simple trade. That was just a trend line. It kept rejecting off this point right here. It never made lower lows. And yeah, it was making higher highs. So that was an easy buy. So that's the first one. That's a trend line trade. This was a break and retest. I remember this. I should have wrote it down. This was news. This is why I didn't get in this trade. News was this day at 8:30. And remember when high news, this was a Wednesday. Yeah, this was a Wednesday. I'm sorry. News was at 8:30, and I don't trade news days until after 8:30. So let's play it and see what happened after news. All right, Ben, let's pause it. That's it. Let me get in the 15-minute. So yeah, news. This happened at news 8:30 exactly. Yeah. So I wasn't even looking at the charts for real until after 8:30. So that's how we did. Okay, now we can slow it down. Now let's go in a 5-minute. And this was the same UJ trade. I'm still looking for buys. I was still stuck on buys because even with news, it made a new high and it dropped down. Now it made lower lows because of this doggone news, but I'm still looking for a buy because it's still pushing up. It's still not showing me that it's, turning around in the opposite direction. So I was still looking for a buy. So this was a break. Let's go back. This was a break and retest. This was a break and retest trade. Okay, yeah, is it doing that? This was a break and retest trade. Let's slow it down. I waited. It broke. Again, the trend line. I had a trend line, and this is an old supply and demand box. But you see it rejected off it perfectly. It broke. It broke it, and then it came and retested. And that's when I got in the buy. So that's a break and retest. Let's slow it down. It broke. Now that's when I'm waiting. Let's go in the 3-minute. I like watching the 3-minute. It broke. I didn't get in the buy right here because it's still a hard downtrend. I didn't know if it was gonna reverse and just shoot down. So even if you missed that first initial one, that's my patience been on point. It's gonna come back and retest. If it's come back and retest, it's gonna push higher. So just always try to wait on that retest if you can. You see it turned around, being right there. I got in the buy. It broke. It came and retested the trend line. Basically, this whole thing was a good trend line trade. I didn't hold this one too long either because I didn't know too much. Just give me, like I said, 20, 30 pips. I'm good. It retested the trend line. It broke. And yeah, that's it. That's 22 pips. It kept going. You could have got a lot more money. I got like 150 off this. So it's all about lot sizes too. I got in heavy on this one because this was it. This was a simple, break and retest. It's going to come back and retest for a harder push. So that's it. That was a break and retest. Doing my 3 trades. And my third trade was a supply and demand. I haven't got no supply and demand trade in a minute, man, for real. Like I said, that's why I have other, indicators. Because I don't get supply and demand trades all the time no more for some reason. Like them 3 with no supply and demand setup. So this was a supply and demand setup right here. Let me show you how we do supply and demand. This was UJ. Like I said, UJ, it broke that trend line, and I should have caught that sell because it broke it. It came and retested it, and then it dropped. But anyways, as you see, I was stuck on another buy. It broke. It never broke these major lows. I want UJ to keep going, honestly, and break all these highs. But this was a hard push for even harder push up. When it going in the uptrend, it's going to go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down, go up. Then, go down, keep going up. So this was a hard push down, which I'm cool with. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can get a buy. And when I woke up at 7, as you see, it's been going up since, all night. Since like 12 overnight, it's been pushing up. So what this is like 7-ish. So the next box I will draw is right here. I put this in the chat too. So on supply, oh Lord, that's an ugly box. On supply and demand trades, you want to draw your box at that next low before it made the higher high. So you're pushing up. This was the last drop before it made that high. This is the high I see for the day. I ain't looking all the way back over here. I only look, from London session. London started at what, 3? I only look from like 3 to where I'm at now. So this is the high for today. This was the last drop, mini drop before that high. So supply and demand, I'm just waiting. Same thing as the break and retest. It already broke. Now I'm just waiting for it to retest the top of the box for a buy. So that's all I did. And supply and demand, especially if it's going with the trend. I'm gonna show you the difference too, because I thought GU had a supply and demand today too. It kind of did, but it was a tricky one. I'm gonna show you why I didn't take it. I took this one because it's an uptrend. And it's been uptrend for a minute, honestly. It dropped, but we stuck on the uptrend. So let's play it. It took a minute. I thought it was just gonna keep going, honestly. But it took a minute. Let me go on the 3 minute. Did I get in? I don't think I got in right here. Let me slow it down. I think it came down and touched it one more time. Okay, maybe then. I think I got in right here. Yeah, that's when I got in. I done got my time mixed up. But anyway, that's when I got in. It tapped it perfectly right here. Oh, this is 8 o'clock. Okay. Where my buy at? Where my thing at? Okay, here we go. And that's when you want to get in the buy. To that top. Yeah, that was 29 pips. Stop loss right up under that. Let me rewind it. But it just barely tapped the top of it though, seriously. Whenever it get there, just get in the buy. I didn't hold this one, and I'm gonna fast forward this one. Lucky I didn't hold this one because, like I said, I didn't hold it because I got my 20 pips. But because it definitely dropped. It tapped it again, but it ended up dropping. Yeah, it ended up dropping. So as long as I get my 20 pips, 20, 30 pips, it came to this high, I'm good. And that's all I needed for that day. So that was a supply and demand trade. Now, this is a supply and demand box. This is the demand box. Same as UJ. If it come touch this box, then I would get in the buy. I would definitely get in the buy. But today, I didn't take no trade because I didn't like nothing. It never came down here today. Let's fast forward. Today, it broke. But let me show how it made a new high. So, being right here, let's pause it. Now you want to update your box. This box is dead. You can keep it if you want to, but the new box will be right here. It broke this high. It broke these highs. This the last drop before the new high. And this is what time we in now. We at 10:30. So sometimes you can update your box. Like I will update it here. So with this one, it's at a high. I will wait. Let's see if it tap this to keep going up or if it break it, to make new lows. I will look for it to maybe drop, honestly. That's a good tap. But it didn't make no high highs. Let me pause it. Now, this is a good sell. Now, this is a tricky one. I didn't take this one because it's an uptrend. I don't like going opposite of the grain. This has been an uptrend. This is supply and demand box like midday for a sale. This opposite of the grain. So with this one, you wouldn't want to hold it long. Like the UJ, I was so confident in the UJ one because it was already an uptrend. We caught the bounce, and it's already uptrend, so I'm good with this one. GU is the same. It's been an uptrend. So we finna try to go against the grain. Let me see what it do. And it didn't. It held. This was a tricky one because if you had some money, you could hold this one. Matter of fact, you could have won this one. It tapped the trend line perfectly for a sale, right? I didn't put this in the chat because I was like, I don't know. It did that. That's the lowest it went for then, and then it broke upward. This was a nice fake out. I give it that much, cause that wasn't nothing but like 8 pips. This was a trick one. But if you would have held it, let's fast forward a little longer. It actually dropped. Now this would have been a good sale. The second one gave you more of a better setup. But you see them boxes, them supply and demand boxes be hitting. When they make a new high, whenever that last drop, put it on that last red wick. And as you see, it's been respecting this box good. Now this is a good sale. That first one was kind of I don't like that fake out, and I think it been dropping. You could have won on this one actually. Yeah, and that's it. It kept dropping after that one. I didn't take this one because I didn't like it. I didn't like it because it been pushing up, but it dropped. It dropped late in the day. What time this happened? Yeah, see, this happened at 2 o'clock. Yeah, this happened at 2:30. And I'm done trading by like 12, 1 o'clock. So that's why I didn't take this one. I stopped looking at the charts really like 1, 2. So, and I was at work today. So you could have won. You could have won on this. This was a good supply and demand setup if you were patient enough.